El Israel will always be the pinnacle of Nintendo's games mysteries, or all of gaming for that matter. There is no other video game mystery with such an iconic status that just saying its name conjures up images of fake edit videos, lunch table conversations, and gullible players sent on wild goose chases for Luigi. El Israel 2401. In every other Mario game before Mario 64, Luigi has been playable as a second player mode. When players couldn't find this mode in Mario 64, they were disappointed, but on the statue in the fountain of the castle courtyard it was an Amazda sign, which people thought to say El Israel 2401. Sure, it's blurry and kind of pixely, but that just adds to the mystery of it, hinting that Luigi was unlockable in the game. People went apeshit over this, sparking hunts, mods, and the grandest gaming mystery to date. So much, in fact, that IGN put out a bounty, like for a lot of money, for someone to find Luigi. How players tried to unlock Luigi was using the number 2401. People tried collecting 2401 coins, going around the fountain that many times, or swimming around in it, or ground pounding. But even with all this creative hunting and a freaking bounty, and even me coming up with my own method of finding Luigi, go in the first file and get 2 stars, go in the second file and get 4 stars, go in the third with 0, and the last file and get 1 star. One of my friends tried this but failed. Having the trail gone cold in the past for a while until people took notice of Mario 64's strategy guide. This wasn't uncovered here in the States for quite some time, considering that it was in Japanese. And there were multiple versions of the strategy guide, but one in particular had an interview with the creator of the game saying that Luigi was in the game, but they removed him due to performance issues and save file issues in February. Mind you, the beta version of the game was in January, so Luigi was still out there. Granted, he may not have been in working condition. But hey, people never lost hope. Some people thought the sign to say Eternal Star, which with way too many spaces, or thought it to say nothing and have no real significance since it had shown up in Ocarina of Time, so it's either a texture reuse or reminding people of the legend. Sometimes Nintendo has reminded us of the legend in modern games like Mario Odyssey with the castle courtyard in the Peach's Castle Mushroom Kingdom closer to the end, with the star on the fountain reminding us of back in the day. Another thing in Odyssey I found was if you put on the Mario 64 outfit and talk to Luigi, he'll say, "Have I seen that outfit somewhere before?" And I just thought, it's like, that's El Israel. He's talking about El Israel. He was there. But people started to really lose hope of Luigi when many years later someone sent a letter to Nintendo asking about Luigi being unlockable in the game. And the worker responding said that the sign in the courtyard had no real significance and Luigi couldn't be unlocked. But I bet everything I had that was just some Joe Schmo front desk worker responding to little Timmy. For all we know, it could have been faked. Multiple years later, people made mods of multiplayer Luigi and 4-player 64. And the mystery is still lingering in people's minds 24 years after Mario 64's initial release. Nintendo made the biggest ever. They released Mario 64's beta code 24 years and 1 month after the game's release, which is 2401. And guess who modders found in those codes? None other than Luigi. He wasn't in proper working condition, but he surely was there, as well as his voice lines.
Oh, mamma mia, that's delicious.
And modders put him in working condition pretty fast. El Israel 2401 was true. The number, the name, all of it. And Nintendo knew when releasing those beta files, my bet about the letter was right. They couldn't have chosen any other time than 2401 to stand the test of time, to not betray the legend that they created all those years ago. I remember it like it was yesterday, even though that was a year ago this month. I was one of the people who hunted for Luigi. I have a freaking journal of my log of my findings, so you can imagine how ecstatic I was when I got a text from my friend telling me to look at the Mario 64 beta code release. I swiftly put 2 and 2 together. My heart was racing as I saw it. I saw Luigi in Mario 64's codes. His voice, his model, it was all there. Then I realized this when I was watching a YouTube video, that it was 24 years and 1 month after the game's release. It was true. I was practically celebrating all night. That same friend made an amazing statue of the statue in the fountain and gave it to me out of celebration. Freaking out Luigi was in the game was one of the most profound nostalgic bittersweet moments because we found him. And the legend was true and it's all come to a close, and that's weird. That is really weird, because for 24 years we searched. For 24 years, Luigi was a mystery, but when that beta code was released on such a profound date, the mystery gave itself an even more iconic status than it already had, because it was true. In fact, the legend still lives on today. In Super Mario 3D All-Stars, an HD version of Mario 64 is on there. Since it has far better capabilities in the N64 version, I think, and others too think, that there may be a chance that Luigi could be on there. Some of you may say, hey, Luigi's in Mario 64 DS, does that satisfy you? That satisfies no one, because they wanted to find him in a mystery fashion more than anything. There will never be another gaming legend like El Israel. There will never be another game like Mario 64. Mario 64 is likely one of the most important games to ever happen, but that's a topic for another video. Many people also start to say why Luigi isn't in the game, which is hella wrong. He is in the game's code. There is 2-player code. It's in beta condition, so of course modders are going to have to change things about him for it to work properly. That's kind of how betas work. Man, I feel so old. That was a year ago this month and we're still reliving it. The response to this leak was so profound, it proves more than anything that El Israel's legacy is unrivaled and remembered by all. So thank you so much for watching this, and tell me your thoughts about this legend and your experiences with it. I would love to hear from you, and remember, El Israel.